Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know it, so you ain't gotta. Yeah. Just speaking my truth. This is not a diss song. This is me speaking my truth. My truth may not be your truth, but you know what? This is how I gotta give it up. Yeah. I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping. Stop that flexing. Ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I drive a line that airflow nigga out black. Line that. Yeah. I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping. Stop that flexing. Ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I drive a line that airflow nigga out black. Line that. Yeah. You barking like a big dog. You better get ready for the kickoff. You haven't seen what I saw. We are here. Ninth week. Man, look, this is the match of the week. This is the main event. You have Amayzn, The Problem versus Poet Without Apology. Man, look, this is going to be a crazy match. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all introduce yourself. I'm going to bring y'all up one by one. Amayzn, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
What's up? I'm Amayzn, The Problem from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm representing the B.O. Dub, Bow Down, better known as Bold Words.
Bold Words in the building. Let me go ahead and bring up Apology. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
So I'm Poet Without Apology out of Akron, Ohio, and I'm representing Red Dragon.
We are here. We have the Amayzn, The Problem versus Poet Without Apology. Red Dragon versus them Bold Words in the building. Man, we go ahead and go to the corn toss. Poet Without Apology. Go ahead and give heads and tails. What side do you want?
We're going to go with heads.
It's tails. Amayzn. Who you want to go first? Poet Without Apology or yourself? Who you want to go first?
Poet Without Apology, go first.
Okay, Poet Without Apology. You know what that means? It's on you. Let's go.
My kids are loud. They play hard, love passionately, and they believe that this world is their playground. They believe that their imagination is their superpower because they can create dragons and teddy bears out of clouds and then reshape them into hearts just by looking at them. And they believe that they're special. So special, they believe that the sun actually follows them during the day, and the moon, well, they think the moon follows them at night. And they're smart. So smart that they don't have to dignify your question with an explanation because they already know, and every day is charged with electrifying voltage the second they open their eyes. So one day, my 5-year-old screams at my 2-year-old that he can't play with her toys, to which my 2-year-old screams back at the top of his lungs, not to be outdone, "I love you!" And I wonder how anyone can argue with that. My 7-year-old doesn't want to eat any food. Not unless she gets to sneak up in the middle of the night, assault the fridge, so I get to discover finger tracks and double fudge ice cream the next afternoon playing detective, matching the evidence to the smears of chocolate she wears on her face to the sticky war paint she still has on her face, and they race everywhere, which always begins with one of them proclaiming that the first one there is the rotten egg, but they all want to get there first. And the very second the house is quiet, it means somebody probably broke something. So it was during one of those moments when something told me I should make sure they hadn't taken a door from off the hinges or tied up one of the cats that I made this discovery. See, they were playing this game, the challenge. See which of them could hold their breath the longest. Try to hold onto the air ballooned within their chest, pause their life for a few more seconds, already obsessed with not wanting to grow old because that for them would mean playtime is over. But for them, the ability to hold their breath paused time, stopped everything. And I remember playing this game, and as I stood there leaning quietly in the doorframe, I realized, see, life happens somewhere between the inhale and the exhale. And every time we hold our breath, that's simply a pause for effect. Like every first kiss, you can feel their heartbeat on the tip of your tongue. Like the first time someone says that they love you, it could just float you on for days. And despite the fact that we have 26 letters in our alphabet with over 500,000 words in the English language, this moment right here is the reason the space bar is the most pressed button on our keyboards. We need time to breathe. The moment we lose a loved one is probably the longest we've ever held our breath, hoping that by doing so, we have paused time long enough for God to fix something. We hit verbal space bars on our conversations and we ask for moments of silence so that no one drowns on tears. And the moment we find our loved ones on life support, we find ourselves praying that any second their lungs will catch the air being fed to them through artificial means and take their life off of pause so we can all get back to just breathing. We realize life happens somewhere between the inhale and the exhale of playing hard, running fast, arguing that you love someone, sneaking off to get away with something, attacking each moment with the velocity that my kids sling their imaginations because every second of every day is special. So when my kids turned to me and asked me how long I could hold my breath, I held my breath, paused for effect, and I told them the only thing that matters is that your sun and your moon will follow you in those moments in between. Poem.
Hold on just a little while longer, and everything will be alright. Because who holds the most respect in our lives is mamas. And mine is Southern hospitality personified. She's a Cancer with so much soul. And I love her for it because one of the later lessons she taught me was that real men wear pink. It's the classic spectacle of when red and white act right, and when it adorns my skin, I think I look damn delicious. Front cover worthy, feeling 7 feet tall till I'm scrolling past statements while I'm making fashion statements. Then certain name here just won their battle with cancer. And you wouldn't think this will bother me because I spent my life with a Cancer so imperfectly perfect, I wouldn't change a thing to make her perfect. But see, this poem is not about my mother. This poem is about Cancer, the horrendous result of when red and white don't act right. It comes in different forms, dies in different stages, and perform more funerals than I got time to talk about. I've known them since I was 18. When it left scars so deep on the first woman I ever loved, I don't know what had more damage, her heart or her breast. And that's scary. Because nowadays, more of my friends are talking about them. Now, more of my friends are going into war with them. More of my friends are winning their wars with them. And then more of my friends have won their wars with them, but we can only congratulate them posthumously. You misunderstand. These are not tears. They're war cries. And my soul is screaming because I thought a cost had been covered when my Uncle Jim, my Alfred, died a shell of himself in his second tour, and his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening. And I just learned how to sleep, but it's when the glitch in my mother's anatomy presented itself as lump. And she's trying to hide her worry, her fear from her only son, her only child, this fear that it placed on her chest. So what? It was a threat. It was the goddamn audacity that Cancer made my mama believe she was going to become one in 9 heads only, awaken a 7-foot monster, and I'm adorning myself in pink armor with ribbons of every color for every victim. It is taken in this wake, and I'm issuing a message, dear Cancer. You just make this personal. Get ready for war. Because everybody keep coming working with the same shit till they find out they're dealing with a boss. And it's 2 words after this: king slips.
Posey, what's going on? My co-host for today, man. What's going on, man? Y'all already know TK the Poet, Posey in the building. Man, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do. Okay, Posey in the building. Okay, look. Also, you know me, who I am, TK the Poet. You already know it. You ain't gotta we ain't gotta get into the slogan. But you know, we're gonna start with Posey. Posey, let's go with Poet Without Apology. You have any words you want to jump into the score? I know you got some words.
Man, it's a heavy piece, you know. That nigga, bro, I got. You one of the ones that's stepping it up too the last 3-4 weeks. I know you got grudge against me. I'm just glad you just stepped this up, babe. Hard ass piece.
Okay. What you have for penmanship?
4.
For impact?
5.
For believability?
5.
For substance?
5.
For delivery?
4.
Okay, and that is a total score of 23. Let's go with Amayzn. You have some words for Amayzn, or do you want to go straight into the score?
This is my first time running these pieces.
I can't hear him.
My first time judging these pieces. Yeah, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
This is my first time hearing this piece, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how he was coming. I was just eager to hear this shit. But you did your thing too. You had me lost a little bit, but you got a nigga right. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you have for penmanship?
Let me give him a 4.
For impact?
4.
For believability?
5.
For substance?
A 4.
And for delivery?
Delivery's on point, like I said. That's my favorite part of the piece. You know what I'm saying? I give him a 5 for.
A 5. So that is a total score of 22-22. Let's go with TK the Poet. TK the Poet. What do you have? Well, let's start with a Poet Without Apology. I gave him a 3 in penmanship. I gave him a 4 in impact, 4 in believability, a 4 in substance, and a 4 in delivery. And that is a total score of 19-19. I just felt like in that piece, it was good. It just needed a little bit more. And I'm so used to him dealing with, you know, with having multi-syllables and just having a 5. I just think he was just telling a story, and it really I just need a little bit more intricate in the pen writing. So that's why I gave him a 3 in penmanship. So I gave him 4 for the rest of it. Just needed a little bit more in each and every category. So, you know, a 19 for me. So 19 is crazy?
Yeah.
You feel like that was crazy?
Yeah. I feel like he probably one of the best footballs. And it was come down a little long. They kind of threw you off early on, but I feel like he came on it.
Yeah, I mean, look, with me, I just look for a little bit more. You know, I gotta be shocked. With me being who I am, like in order for me to give you a 5, I gotta be shocked, and I wasn't shocked. I mean, it just didn't give me chills or anything like that. It was like it was cool. So Amayzn. Let me get to Amayzn. Amayzn. I gave you a 4 in penmanship. I gave you a 4 in impact. I gave you 5 in believability, a 5 in substance, and a 5 for delivery with a total score of 23-23. Look, we're going to ahead and get into some of these poets, and we're going to see what they got to say about it. We're going to bring up Serenity Speak. Yes, I'm about to put you on the spotlight right now, Serenity Speak. How do you feel about Poet Without Apology?
I like the imagery. I like the imagery. It was kind of, I like the imagery.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
Okay. Impact?
5.
For believability?
4.
For substance?
5.
And delivery?
5.
Okay, and that is a total score of 24. Let's go ahead with Amayzn. Do you have any words for Amayzn?
Love the poem and the concept of fighting against pink. So that was dope.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
A 4.
For impact.
A 5.
For believability.
A 5.
For substance.
A 5.
And for delivery.
A 5.
And that is a 24-24. I appreciate you sharing this thing. I know I put you on the spotlight, but
Yeah, you
I
did.
appreciate your impartiality. So next one I'm gonna bring up and put this one on the spotlight. True. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do, and what team you own.
Yeah, you wrong for that. It's True Poet, Little Rock, Arkansas, repping Living Legends. Oh,
Hey, listen, man. Look, sometimes you gotta jump in that hot seat, man. I know that seat hot right now, but look, we're gonna start with Poet Without Apology. You have any words, or you want to jump right into the score?
Man, I 1000% disagree with you, TK. That poem was very well written, the storyline of it all, and you just got, it's one of them poets poems, you know what I mean? And I love the way that was written, and yeah.
Okay, so what do you give him for penmanship?
I gave him a 5.
Ooh, a 5. Okay, what do you have for impact?
A 4.
For believability?
A 5. I don't know how y'all didn't give 5s. Everybody didn't give 5s on believability. It was about his kids. Like, I could feel it in his storyline. Like, yeah.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
And it's a reason I'm giving him a 5 is because I've seen where his performances come from. Even him, the little nuance of him putting that snap in and looking at the camera. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Let's go with Amayzn. You have any words for Amayzn?
Yeah, brother. When you even started the poem off, I was like, oh yeah, this is finna be one of them ones. And it was like, it was good because you could see the title Pink, and then you trying to figure out where he's going with it. He's talking about wearing pink. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of them poems about men wearing pink and being, comfortable. But then you went into the breast cancer. So I thought it was really, really well written and going through that emotion of that. That was good.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
I got a 5.
For impact?
I gave it a 4.
For believability?
5.
For substance?
Oh, I was teetering with this one. A 4.
For delivery?
And that's, hands down, that's what he do. I could tell that's one of his biggest, impactful things that he do. Easily a 5. And I think it was, I gave that 4. I felt like the ending could have been a little better. I really was like hoping for a stronger ending. Other than that, yeah, the piece was, that was one of them ones.
Okay, and that was a 23 for Amayzn. You had a 24 for Poet Without Apology. Let's go ahead and get to the main screen. Let's go ahead and add these scores up and see who came away with what. We are here. Bold Words versus the Red Dragons. Amayzn the Problem versus Poet Without Apology. Man, we lit right now. Man, we're trying to get into these scores right now. Look, I don't know what's been going on this weekend, but everybody been bringing fire. Everybody been bringing heat, man. This is one of these weekends that everybody is going at it, man. Look, it's time to get into these scores, but we're going to start with Poet Without Apology. Poet Without Apology. TK the Poet gave you a 19. Pussy gave you a 23. Serenity Speak gave you a 24. And True Poet gave you a 24. It was a total score of 90. Let's go with Amayzn. That's amazing. Let's get to it. TK the Poet gave you a 23. Pussy gave you a 22. Serenity Speak gave you a 24. And True Poet gave you a 23 with a total score of a 92. Another win for Bold Words in the building. Amayzn with the 92. Poet Without Apology with a 90. Let's go and get into this and talk about it real quick. Hey, what do y'all have to say?
So I will say congratulations to Amayzn for the win. Good job. I teetered on doing a cancer poem this week as well about my dad, and so I'm glad that I didn't do that particular poem. But I think TK, I don't know how I feel about the score, but no, I really appreciate everybody taking the time to listen to the piece and hear that journey and go on that journey with me.
Most definitely, it was fire. Amazing. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I said I had listened to the battle 3 times. And the more I kept listening to it, the more I was just like kind of figuring out what road I was going to take with Poet Without Apology. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be personal. And I applaud him because he actually finalized my decision for me last night.
Okay, but man, you came away with the win. It was a 2-point win. It was a battle. It was close. Decided by 2 points. Man, look, it's like sweating bullets right now. But like, man, shout out to all the judges. Shout out to the stand-in judges who are in this free true pro that came through in the club. Man, shout out to them, man. Until next time, man. Red Dragon Bold Word. We in the building. Let's go.
Vegas lights shine so bright. I just wanna ride through my city at night. Catch a vibe. Vegas lights shine so bright. I just wanna ride through my city at night. Vegas vibes.
Vegas lights shine so bright. Wanna ride through my city at night. Catch a vibe. Vegas vibe. Vegas. I just wanna ride like a blunt and get high. Ride through my city, look at the lights, catch a vibe, make it vibe.
Bitch, where we was raised to get rich, chase a bag, learn a game and play, yeah, it's different, we ain't the same. I'm money made in my DNA, dollar signs mixed with blue face, blood money run through my veins, in my body like a safe, only Vegas bitches can't relate, Vegas born, Vegas raised, stay close to the real, stay close to the fake, desert full of snakes, never sleep and stay awake, 24 hours in my city, so let's play, money be made, either you win or you take, either you win or you ain't, slow moves and fast pace, see city, what happens here, Vegas stays, that's what they say, what happens in Vegas stays, that's what they say,